can give us her views in order to make this as short as possible, because later we have obviously all of us engagement and we'd like to end 8:30. So I suggest each of the participants to take between 8 to 10 minutes to debate on the subject. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. I have a disappointment for you. I'm not who I am. So I am, of course, who I am, but not the portfolio that is mentioned. That's my colleague. So you have to deal with me. But I can assure you that my agenda and my responsibility in the European Commission, being a member of the Commission, I pretend to be more responsible than only my portfolio. So don't worry too much. But anyhow, my portfolio is the digital agenda. And so I'm a client, so to say. For what I have in mind and what the Commission has in mind is just developing, and especially talking about Europe, developing a digital economy for Europe. And I don't need to explain to you, when there is no trust and when there is no security, forget it. And we are doing our job in a way that there is no device between people. For we shouldn't go for a device again. We try to tackle other devices, so to say. So location, where are you living, not important. Age, not important. By the way, that is of course one of those issues where also the elderly I'm talking about. For example, e-health, and then if there is no trust and if there is no security to be guaranteed, then forget the story. So all in all, talking about what is at stake for the Commission, it is indeed completely focused on giving trust and giving security. No digital virgins is my line, for then you are just missing a lot. Well, we are not really comfortable about the situation, so to say. And your last example, you are alert and you are used to that. But can you imagine when just a citizen is getting an experience like that, then we are just lanes ahead, and then it is not the wrong, or then it is the wrong direction, so to say. Just talking about our policy, and this is mainly the policy, so to say. A lot doing in research, no doubt about that. For me, one of the issues that we are focusing on, and is a priority, is a European cloud strategy. For people are not trusting when they are not aware where their stuff will be installed. So a cloud strategy, a transparent one, a template and a simple contract, so you know who is assessing your data and for what reasons and under what conditions. I don't need to explain to you that we were quite hopeful last Friday with the to-be-expected statement of President Obama. That was a little step, so to say. And of course, you should give someone the trust that he is aware that it is really a big issue, but we can't stop with such statements. We have to go on. And what we are preparing now is the Network and Information Security Law, fixing the weak links in the European chain. You are aware of that. And certainly it is a European issue that is touched with the global connection, so to say. We can't do it on our own, but we anyhow have to do it, forcing companies to report breaches and talking about focusing efforts against the crimping of critical services. By the way, but you won't be that surprised. Sometimes when you are explaining something that it is really making sense and that it's really helping, then I'm a bit astonished that certain member states, and you know the procedure in democracy, we are a democracy and we are proud of that, but it takes quite a bit of time. Sometimes you need to believe in eternal life. I don't, so that's a problem on my side. And I was focused on that by my granddaughter. She's American, she's 6 years old, she's living in San Francisco. So we are Skyping, and she was asking me, Nene, what is your age, by the way? And I said, well, I'm 72. And she said, and you are still alive. So you can imagine that I'm in a hurry and that we really need to push e-identification, another issue, so to say. It's obviously common sense, and that is quite often in politics. It's common sense, but goodness gracious, to get someone in a position where he takes the consequences of it. It's politically sensitive, no doubt about that. And I'm saying, if you don't have the courage to take also the consequences of a complete new world, for we are talking about a complete new world, so you can't only take the advantages that are riskless. So you have to repair all those issues. We can't mandate them. If we can mandate that your national system, they must interoperate with other national systems in Europe, and we have to learn from each other. Well, I can go on, but I take too much time, and I'm happy to reflect on your questions. But anyhow, so it is a bit different portfolio, but I can assure you that I'm more alert on those issues that we are discussing this morning, because without trust, without security, I can forget to implement a policy for Europe, a digital economy.
Thank you very much. Maybe one question before you go is, knowing, and we have been many years looking into this. I was in the United Nations for 15 years trying to create interoperability between digital identities. And to be honest, it has been a failure. We are still using technology which is old, dangerous, and there's many alternatives. Technology has evolved. Where are the resistances? Why countries do not make up their mind and start to create some interoperability models and where identities becomes something that they can start to use on a daily basis? I give you an example. I mean, we could put identities on SIM IDs, on mobile phones that increase the relation with the user, authentication. We could put digital IDs on sensors. We were talking yesterday about that. We could put digital IDs on documents for digitally signing documents. In Switzerland, we're already voting online. My company is helping the Swiss government using a strong authentication. So technology is there. Why don't we use it? Where is the obstacle using the European Union to move that mainstream?
In some member states of the European Union, we have it, Estonia, and it's always my proud example. And then the other one who is still hesitating is mentioning, yes, but that's a small country. Nothing to do with the size of the country. It is a system. And they had the courage at that time, and they are proving that also the citizens are absolutely in favor. And of course, the change is, so we have to push, sometimes it is nationalism, because they didn't get involved in it, and it's something strange. We have to push it, and we are active now, as you are aware. In May there are elections for the European Parliament, and normally spoken, this commission, where I'm a member of Commission Barroso II, we are serving till the end of the year, and there will be a new commission. I can assure you that on these issues that you are touching upon, you can't use the excuse, we can't act now for waiting for a new parliament. For in the meantime, there is that much at stake. And that is, by the way, that I'm grateful to Mr. Snowden, for we can't just say, what, let's also be, that was a wake-up call. Well, that was really working out. So time is not our friend, we have to act, and therefore with the e-identification, it is obviously common sense. It makes not only sense, economically speaking, but also talking about trust and security. It can be great.
Thank you very much.